Today we are going to learn how to promote additional domain controller to the existing domain. Okay, so we have youtube.com domain is already exist. Okay, so I have prepared this system as an additional domain controller, but not yet promoted as a domain controller. So we have this is a standalone machine, okay, which is joined to the domain. Okay, if you want to see, you can just try to click on start and try to open Active Directory. Okay, there is no Active Directory installed on this machine because of we have not promoted this machine as a domain controller. So now I will show you. We have one domain controller which is exist in this domain youtube.com mstsc. I'm just going to log in on that domain controller. The domain controller is inddc001. The pass I'm entering password. Yeah, I have logged into domain controller. If you click on the Active Directory, yes, it is showing installed. And if you want to check it again, you just go to the start and type Active Directory. See, Active Directory users and computers. And if you go to the domain controllers container, you will be able to see only one domain controller is exist in this youtube.com domain. Yes, this is the domain controller container, and you can see only one DC is promoted in this domain. Okay, so now I just want to promote additional domain controller. I have prepared this machine for to promote a additional domain controller. So now what I need to do, I need to install roles. Okay, so what are the roles required to promote a domain controller? The very first is Active Directory domain services. This is a requirement to promote this server as a domain controller. Okay, and we can add a DNS server if you want to promote this server as a DNS server. Then only you need to click on DNS server, otherwise this is optional. Okay, so now I will click on next, 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 and I will click on install. So right now we are installing roles, not promoting domain controller. Okay, so once this installation finishes, we'll start DC promotion task. Okay, so let it finish. It will take not more than 2 minutes. So our machine name is USA DC002. This server is going to be a additional domain controller. Okay, so this is now promoting reinstalling the all features which required to this server act as a domain controller. Now it has been finished, configuration required. Okay, installation succeeded. So once we click on close, you just need to click on server manager. Once you open server manager, you will able to see warning notification on the flag. You just need to click on here and click on promote this server to a domain controller. So now this machine is going to promote as a domain controller, as a additional domain controller. Okay, there are three options. The very first option is add a domain controller to an existing domain. See guys, we have youtube.com domain. Okay, we are just now adding this machine as an additional domain controller into an youtube.com. Okay, if we want to create a different domain into the same forest called microsoft.com, called gmail.com, yes, we can create it by selecting second option. So you just need to provide here additional domain name into the same forest. Or if you want to create a different forest altogether, yes, you can select a add a new forest option. So in our scenario, we are just creating additional domain controller. Okay, we are just promoting this server as an additional domain controller into a youtube.com domain. Okay, so I will click on next. I will select the first option and I will click on next. So here you will be able to see again three options. The very first option is a DNS server, DNS related thing. As I told you guys, you have optional. You can select this as a optional. Okay, in my case, I have selected it previously. That's why it is showing grayed out now. But yes, if you want to deselect it, you just need to deselect while selecting the roles. Okay, now this server is going to act as a global catalog as well. Okay, so now next will be DSRM password. So DSRM password is a directory service restore mode. When you want to restore Active Directory server from the backup, in that scenario you need to have this password. So guys, please keep this password documented somewhere. We can save it securely. Okay, document it securely. So do not forget this password. I am just entering the password. So yes, I have entered the password. Now this machine is showing that, yeah, DNS delegation option. Click on next. So here is this is the option which we can select. Suppose we have multiple domain controllers and we want to replicate this domain, means this machine, with the specific domain controller. Okay, nearest domain controller. If you are in Bangalore, you are promoting this domain controller in Bangalore, then you need to select Chennai's domain controller because that is the nearest. Okay, so just you need to select a specific domain controller, or you just keep this as it is. So this will select nearest domain controller. Okay, click on next. So these are the Active Directory database, log file and sysvol folder. So by default, database file will be located into the NTDS folder, and NTDS folder located on the C drive, C Windows NTDS. Log files also on C drive, and sysvol folder will also get stored on C drive. Okay, click on next. Next. So now this machine is getting prepared for domain controller. Once this finishes, will this machine will get reboot and will able to see Active Directory console on this machine. So now I will just show you how many domain controllers are exist in this domain. You can just execute this command netdom query dc. At this moment we can see only one dc under this domain, or you can check by using additional command, that nl test slash dc list colon domain name youtube.com. Yeah, you can see here only one domain controller is listed, and this server acting as a PDC. Okay, so I will just log out from here because that machine is going to be restart. Okay, log off. Sometimes I forgot the commands. Okay, so now just need to click on install. Installation has been started. Checking domain upgrade status. This will validate some settings and installable files. Okay, the server is upgrading now. Checking if group policy management console need to be installed. Yes. What management consoles needs to be installed, that is checking now. Okay, so now installation has been initiated. Not an issue till now. There is no error till now. Okay, this is performing now. Okay, let it happen. It will take some more time. Yes, it is finished now. So you can see here, you are about to be signed off. Means what? We need to reboot this system, or it will reboot automatically. It should. Yes, it has been rebooted now. So once this server comes online, we'll check that if the domain controllers, that this machine seems in a domain controller container. And also we will check that by executing both commands, netdom query dc and nltest slash dclist colon youtube.com. So we will be able to see if the both domain controllers are displaying there. So yeah, we are ready to log in now. Just type the password. Now logging in. So now I have logged into this server, and you can just go to the PowerShell window and you type here netdom query dc command. It will show us bingo. Yeah, we can see we have two domain controllers listed into this domain, and one more command is there, that nltest slash dclist colon youtube.com. See, we have two domain controllers now displaying here, right? Now let's open the dsa.msc from console. That will open Active Directory users and management. See, under the domain controllers content, yeah, we can see two servers are there as a domain controller, acting as a domain controller. Okay, so that's it from my side, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.